Yeah, kick the latch off the moment. I don't wait for the room to adjust, because hesitation always arrives dressed like caution. And I stopped mistaking the two a long time ago. Every breath keeps dragging the next one forward until the verse feels like it's accelerating under its own weight. Every decision cutting another unnecessary step away. Every correction tightening the line instead of slowing it down. I don't carry spare versions of myself into the session. I bring one standard and raise it while I'm moving. People get trapped trying to protect what already worked, but yesterday's answer usually becomes tomorrow's ceiling. If you refuse to challenge it, I would rather dismantle something solid and rebuild it stronger than spend another season polishing limits that were never meant to stay. Growth isn't polite, it interrupts routines, tears apart comfortable patterns and acts. Whether you're willing to become unfamiliar to yourself before you become undeniable to anybody else. The movement keeps shifting shape before expectation catches up. Every phrase steering into another angle, every internal connection threading through the rhythm without announcing itself. Every landing opening in another climb instead of closing the thought. Nothing sits still long enough to become predictable, because predictability is where sharp edges lose their bite. I can change in the pressure, change in the spacing, change in the direction inside the cadence until the whole run feels alive instead of rehearsed. I've seen opportunities disappear while people argued over perfect timing. Watched hesitation spend so long measuring the distance that the finish line became somebody else's starting point. That's why I move with commitment instead of certainty. Certainty belongs to people looking backwards, commitment belongs to people still writing the next page before the ink on the last one is dry. Yeah, every difficult day quietly stripped another illusion away. It taught me that talent gets noticed but endurance gets remembered. That confidence borrowed from applause disappears with the crowd, while confidence built through repetition stays exactly where you left it. I stopped asking whether the climb was worth it, because the climb had already changed me before I reached the top. The cadence keeps rolling without breaking the current, every sentence feeding another layer, every layer strengthening the momentum underneath it, refusing to waste a breath repeating what already landed. If the energy feels familiar, reshape it. If the pattern feels obvious, twist it. If the roof feels comfortable, make it steeper. Stagnation never arrives wearing a warning sign, and arrives looking harmless until months disappear. Nothing here depends on luck, staying loyal. Luck wanders, habits don't. That's why I invest in things that answer every morning the same way, regardless of mood, weather or opinion. The work doesn't ask whether I feel inspired, it asks whether I'm willing to sharpen another edge, remove another weakness, and keep moving before comfort starts negotiating again. When the last line falls into place, it doesn't sound like an ending, it sounds like another engine catching the next gear, because stopping was never part of the design. Every choice keeps pulling the next one forward. Every improvement refuses to become the final version. Every step demands another beyond it, leaving behind nothing except undeniable progress, built through relentless refinement that never once asked the easy road for directions. Don't run. Black man's blackout, back road, no brakes. Bass blast, blast back, bad blood, no face. Cold code, overload, whole zone. Gonna shake. No love, no trust, just the moves that I make. Yeah. Click, 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 clack, cadence, snap fast, no slack. Rapid fire pattern, I attack, then attach, dead set. Mindset, red eyes, no rest. Step in the set, put the weight on your chest. Run it, gonna cut it, shut it, never slow pace. Double time, triple round, leave a scar on the base. No trace, I erase every fake in the frame. I don't play by the rules, I just break the game. Back room, crack lens, couldn't see where I'm going, now I'm at. Every step, every move that I'm knowing, cold night. Street lights, learn pain from the start. Now I carve every bar like a blade in the dark. No melody, just bars, let it ring, let it bang. Every word like a war, every war like a clang. No hook, just truth, every beat get attacked. I don't sing, I just bring what they never could match. Tick tock, rip, wrist lock, time bend when I spit, clip shots, flip plots. I don't miss when I hit, snap tight, black ice. I'ma slide in the lane, every lane get claimed when I ride through the pain. Grind mode, mind cold, never fold in a storm. My spine, what design, I was built in the norm. Break form, take form, I transform in the dark. Every spark, leave a mark like a brand on the heart. I remember nights when the lights, when the stain, how I light every stage with the lines that I say. No cap off facts, I don't fake what I lived. Every scar that I got is the truth that I give. Kick, clack, back, stack, I don't slack when I'm on. Every beat get beat till the weakness is gone. Run fast, out last, I don't pause to the crowd. I just tap through the sound till the bass get loud. Double time, triple rhyme, syllables in a lock. Shock waves, block phase when the pattern's unlocked. I'm a glitch in the grid, I don't fit in the frame. Every frame get flame when I step in the game. No mercy, thirsty for a permanent stain. Leave a mark on the arc of the track with the pain. Every chain gets strained when I tighten the verse. Put a curse in the purse to the weak when the verse cold breath, no rest. I don't sleep on the grind, deep cuts, clean guts. Every thought redesign, I don't drift, I shift. Every limit they set, every bet to the place I collect with the threat. No melody, just bars. Say it twice, let it ring. Every strike like a spark, every spark like a king. I don't sing, I bring what the pressure demands. Every slam, leave a dent in the plans that they plan. Backlash, whiplash, I attack in a flash. Fast math, no path, I create from the ash. Every crash, turn cash, every loss, turn gain. I convert every drop of the rain to a flame. Grind lines, fine grind, I refine every ball. Prime time, no sign. I just shine where you are, they decline. I design every climb that I take, every stake that I make. I don't fake, I create, young click, tongue slick. I'm a beast on a mic, no miss, full hit. Every piece that I write, run thick, blood quick. I don't freeze in the cold. Every flow that I hold, got a story untold. No melody, just bars of the echo expand. Every word like a war, every war in my hand. I command every strand of the plan I devise. Every rise I define with the fire in my eyes. Yeah. Fast breath, last step, I don't lag in the race. Black vest, hard press, I'm a crack in the bass. Every bass gets shook when the low, when the rise. I'm alive in the drive, let the system collide. From a broke kid, low grid, no hope in the sight. I'm a glow in the night with the code in the right. No joke, full smoke, I don't play with the fake. Every fake get erased when the real one's awake. Click, click, clack, kittens, relentless in motion. Sentence by sentence, I sever the ocean. Pressure crescendo, I'm bending the tempo. Tearing the demo, I'm ending the echo, no melody. Just bars, that's an oath that I keep. Every note that I wrote with the wolves in the street. No retreat, just heat, I don't bow, I don't break. I just rise from the quake every time that I shake. Run it, hunt it, hunt it, hunt it, shun it. Never redundant, hundreds a minute, the minute I'm in it, I punish. Summon the thunder, I'm under no limit, I crush it. Nothing but grit in the script, every pivot I rush it. Clinch tight when fights, I don't miss in the clutch. Pinpoint in joints, every hook got a touch. No luck, just guts, I don't pray for the shot. I just take when I walk, give it all that I got. No melody, just bars to the end. How it start with a spark in the dark and a blade in the art. Every part that I chalk, got a mark in the core. I don't stop, I can evolve, I'm at war with the war. I hit the first beat like it already on me. Time never slowing down long enough for hesitation to catch a glimpse of a breath, just directly into the next, until the whole verse move like a single line. Interrupt the surge, not chasing intensity but generating and not asking whether the pressure would rise, but assuming it always wouldn't. Building every line to carry more weight than the one before. Some people spend the best years trying to avoid friction without realizing friction is the only thing polishing the edge they're looking for. I stopped treating resistance like an obstacle and started treating it like a sharpening stone, because every difficult decision leaves something behind if you're willing to look closely enough. Easy days rarely teach anything beyond comfort, but uncomfortable days rewrite instincts that stay useful long after the memory fades. I don't revisit old victories because they belong to a version of me that's already expired. Every sunrise demands another standard, another adjustment, another reason to refuse yesterday's ceiling. Growth isn't loud when it's happening, it sounds like another repetition, another correction, another choice nobody else notices until the distance becomes impossible to deny. The rhythm keeps folding into unfamiliar shapes, every phrase creating another opening before expectation settles. Every internal rhyme reinforcing movement without announcing itself, every transition refusing to rest where the last one landed. Familiar patterns become comfortable, comfortable patterns become slow, and slow reactions eventually become missed opportunities. So I rebuild the cadence before it has time to become predictable. I've seen people mistake momentum for speed, sprinting through noise only to discover they never moved any closer to the objective. I learned to separate urgency from direction. One burns energy, the other multiplies it. That's why every step has a purpose before it has a pace. Every decision earns its place before it earns its distance, and every improvement gets tested before it earns permanence. Nothing lasting has ever been built from convenience. Every worthwhile change demanded another uncomfortable conversation with myself, another habit abandoned, another assumption replaced, another the weakness exposed before it became permanent. That's why I don't fear discovering flaws, ignoring them has always been more expensive than fixing them. The flow keeps stretching with a break in every sentence, feed another layer of pressure. Every breath carrying enough momentum to launch the next idea before the previous one disappears. No empty decoration, no borrowed confidence, no recycled structure pretending to be innovation. If the energy starts feeling familiar, it changes. If the pattern becomes obvious, it bends. If the standard gets reached, it moves. I don't waste time measuring my progress against passing trends, because trends change direction whenever attention does about to compete against the version of myself that still hasn't been built yet. The one demanding cleaner execution, stronger focus and higher expectations. Every single day that pursue never runs out of ground, because improvement always creates another horizon. When the final line lands, the verse doesn't feel complete, because completion was never the goal. It feels like another piece locking into something larger, another deliberate step inside a sequence that refuses to lose momentum, proving that real strength isn't found in one explosive moment, but in the discipline to keep pushing forward after the excitement has already disappeared. Yeah. Crash. Crash to the beat like the ceiling collapse. Every bar hits first, never asking permission. I don't knock on the door, I remove the whole frame. Every second compressing till the pressure starts folding in on itself. They keep talking about timing while I'm already 3 decisions ahead, building another layer before the first one even settles. No waste of motion, no waste of breath. Every word sharpening meant to leave a mark the moment it lands. You can keep chasing noise, I'm chasing precision, because noise disappears when the room changes precision. Sublimes every room it enters, I don't carry hesitation. I bury it before sunrise, I don't negotiate with doubt. I outwork it until it forgets my name. Every setback gets stripped for parts, every mistake gets rebuilt into another advantage. Every difficult mile gets turned into a weapon for the next stretch of road. That cadence keeps snapping, tied to every internal rhyme, locking into another one before the listener even catches the last pan. Every phrase driving forward with enough force to drag the next one behind it. No recycled angles, no borrowed confidence, no empty decoration pretending to be substance. Just relentless pressure from the first syllable to the last one. Everybody wants to highlight without surviving the process. Everybody wants the crown without carrying the weight. Everybody talks about hunger until the table stays empty. Then excuses suddenly become louder than ambition. I cut excuses out early because they multiply faster than progress if you leave them alone. And I never built anything worth keeping by giving weakness another place to sit. Every move is deliberate, every pivot calculated, every correction immediate. And only problems alive long enough to become habits. I don't leave loose ends waiting for tomorrow because tomorrow already has enough work of its own while they're still explaining what happened. I've already rewritten the outcome and moved on to the next target without looking back for approval. The rhythm keeps climbing like it's got something personal to prove. Every transition tighter than the last one, every landing harder than expected. Every breath feeding another sequence without dropping momentum for a single second. Control over chaos, structure over panic, execution over emotion. Because feelings fade when pressure rises, but discipline keeps showing up even when the room empties. I don't compete with people chasing attention because attention has a memory of smoke. I compete with yesterday's limits because limits keep moving every time you refuse to stop. Raise the standard, raise it again, raise it before the last version even has time to get comfortable. Comfort is expensive, comfort slows reactions. Comfort convinces people they've arrived when they barely started moving. Nothing here was handed over, every inch carved out through repetition. So relentless, it stopped feeling like work and started feeling like instinct. That's the difference between hope and knowing. Hope waits, instinct acts. Hope asks questions, instinct creates answers before the question finishes forming. So let the pressure build high, let the pace get faster, let the expectations stack until the ceiling starts shaking. Because that's exactly where I work best. I don't step back when the weight increases. I lock my floating deeper, tighten the grip harder, and keep driving forward until resistance runs out before I do. Leaving nothing behind except the trail of finished work and another standard that has to be chased instead of copied. Black rain streak on a windshield glass. Black rain streak on a windshield glass. Hey. Black rain streak on a windshield glass. Black rain streak on a windshield glass. Low bass hum while the street lights pass. Whole squad quiet in the deep night black. No loose talk when the heat might snap. I was young with a stressful spine, thin move flats and a restless mind. Now every bar got compressed fire, every flow sound weaponized. Slow first, let the tension breathe. Cold wind drift through the alley streets. Young lost souls in designer fleets. Still feel trapped in repetitive dreams. I seen fake luck move cannot quick. Seen day one bros turn snake roll slick. Seen bright minds lose their grip, cause survival mode makes souls go sick. Tick tick pulse when the hi-hats twitch. Whole room tense but the flow stay strict. No fake chains, no gimmicks, skits. Just dark cut bars on a fractured spirit. Street like glare on a wet concrete. Mom still stressed by the bills next week. Meanwhile kids outside chase quick green till blue lights flash on the whole block freeze. I learned fast how betrayal shift. Smile in your face then erase your scripts. Now every line got razor twists like switchblade sparks on the steel edge flick. Internal rhyme and a spiral spin. Every sentence got hidden flips. Every breath got violent drift like storm cloud pressure when the skyline split. Still I move with a silent stare. Black bomber coat in the midnight air. Everybody round me got hidden despair. Everybody fighting some war somewhere. Mine just leak when the bass get dark. When the synths all scream and the kick drums bark. Then the rage inside leave battle marks like burned out tires in abandoned parks. DNA pressure when the switch up land. Slow build tension then the whole thing snap. 808 quake made the floorboards crack like thunderstorm force in a compact trap. Would stay low then explode real fast. Whole crowd freeze when the flow turn mad. Every cadence hit like closely smacks. Every syllable stacked too dense to catch. Fast flow running with the lungs on fire. Mind go manic when the drums rise higher. Every rhyme intertwined like razor wire. Every line got pressure applied. No weak bars, every segment dangerous. Every pattern stacked and contagious. Built from stress and vacant fridges. Now the sound was stayed in richness. I was outside with a siren scream. Blue lights flash on the concrete streets. Young boys chase impossible dreams, then lose themselves to the money scheme. I seen cold hearts and designer coats. Seen fake kings or recycled quotes. Seen best friends lose all hope for quick cash in a viral post. Boom clap crush when the sub bass crate. Hold them Benny start vibrate shade. Every punchline got switchblade shade. Every hook hit with earthquake weight. No peace nights in a dim motel. Writing 16 bars when my mind felt hell. Outside rain made the street lights melt. Inside rage made my heart be swell. Still remember them hopeless nights. Cold ass floor and the broken lights. Mom exhausted from overtime shifts while I wrote dark bars just to cope with life. Now I headline rooms with 1,000 chants. Still feel numb when the crowds will dance. Funny how fame don't heal your past. They just hide deep cuts behind bright flash. Most these rappers just cloned out shells. Same fake image, same full stop yells. Till real life pressure break their mental health. Then a fake tough or a melt. I don't rap just to trend online. I vent dark thoughts from a fractured mind. Still got scars I don't publicize. Still got fears I can summarize. Late night drive with the city blur. Street lights melt while the tires swerve. Still got pain I can't put in words. Still got wounds that forever burn. But I channel strips through the microphone. Turn cold memories into iron flows. Now every beat get overthrown. When the pressure inside fully overloads. Black clouds drift through the neon haze. Cold wind howl with the train track shade. Young lost souls in expensive shades. Still feel empty at the end of the day. Everybody want the fast success. To the dark thoughts hit their chest. To the pressure choke their breath. Then survival mode become a possession. Tick 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 tick. Boom
cool, not a switch engage. Flow get sharp with a different rage. Voice go dark, then a rhythm break. Whole crowd jump when the bassline quake. Internal rhyme in a rapid burst. Every sentence got backwards curves. Every pattern reversed and merged like black smoke when the fire dispersed. Fast pace, now the lungs collapse. No room left for the weak us raps. Every cadence attack like machine gun bursts in a parking trap. Whole room tense when the low and growl. Chaos spread when the lights dim down. I built this style through blood and drought. Not trend chasing for online clouds. Still got hunger from empty plates. Still got tension I can't escape. Still move militant every day. Cause survival mode never fades. I don't know peace, I just know survive. No dark thoughts in a narrow mind. Know how we feel when your hope will dies. And somehow still push yourself to rise. Street life flicker through pouring rain. Mind will walk from stress and strain. Used to dream boo. Boo, used to dream boo.
No waiting for the signal. No waiting for the signal. No waiting for the signal. I step through the noise before the room, if it catches the tempo. Every breath connected, every sentence dragging the next one forward. Let the chain under full tension. No empty space to hide aside, no loose words floating around. Looking for purpose, everything lands with intent. Because meditation has never paid a single bill, and doubt has never finished the race. They spend their energy protecting an image that falls apart the first time pressure knocks. I spin mine, reinforcing the frame until pressure becomes another piece of the structure. Another way to carry, another reason to tighten the grip instead of loosening it. The louder the room gets, the quieter my head becomes. Because panic always wastes time explaining itself, while discipline has already finished the job and moved on. Every move compounds into another move. Every correction sharpens another instinct. Every mistake gets stripped down until the useful parts are all that's left. I don't carry yesterday's failures into today's decisions, because dead weight slows momentum, and momentum is too valuable to trade for regret. If something breaks, rebuild it stronger. If something works, refine it again. Standing still is just another way of moving backwards with better excuses. The cadence keeps twisting through fresh angles. Every end turn around, pulling another one into place before the last impact fades. Every transition, climbing instead of settling. Every phrase refusing to land where expectation wants it to. Predictability is comfortable, but comfort has never produced anything dangerous enough to leave a mark. So I keep shifting the pattern before it turns into habit, and keep raising the pressure before the rhythm gets the chance to breathe. People chase recognition like it's the finish line, and wonder why it disappears the moment attention changes direction. I don't build for attention, I build for endurance, cause endurance survives empty rooms. Slow seasons, closed doors, and long nights when nobody's keeping score except the voice in your own head, asking whether you're still willing to push one step further. Every obstacle arrived with a different face, but the same intention to slow the pace, to interrupt the sequence, to convince me that one pause wouldn't matter, but pauses become patterns if you feed them long enough. So I cut them off early and let action answer every question before doubt even finish asking it. That's why the rhythm never slips, because every decision is already leaning toward the next one before the last one reaches the ground. Nothing here is borrowed, every layer earned through repetition, every improvement carved out of ordinary days that look too small to matter, until enough of them stacked together and changed everything. That's how real progress grows, quietly, relentlessly, without asking for permission or applause. Just another clean decision, replacing another average one, until average can't find a place to stand anymore. By the time the final line lands, the pressure hasn't disappeared, it's just changed sides. Now it's chasing everyone, still standing still, while I'm already moving into the next chapter with the same focus, the same discipline, and the same refusal to let momentum break. Because the strongest runs aren't remembered for one explosive moment, they're remembered for never giving the rhythm a reason to stop. Black coupe drifts through the riverside fog, low bass hum, met the street lights nod. Whole crew still when the kick drums drop. No fake flex when the pressure pop. Dark gray tech with the hood pull low. Cold night wine through the broken roads. Young boys luck with the sirens roll. Everybody tense when the lights so glow. 808 slide underneath my steps. Whole room shake when the sub bass press. No weak bars, every line direct like switchblade cuts to the side and necks. Tick tick kiss when the hi-hats twitch. Internal rhymes all lay it thick. Every breath got danger stitched. Every cadence militant. No fake pain for the internet feed. No fake chains just to fit that scene. I got true raid from the nights, no heat and cold stairwells with the cracked concrete. Mom worked late when exhausted shifts. Hands on numb, but she never quit. Meanwhile, I wrote in the hallway dark with a dead black pen and a racing heart. Train line sparks in the winter haze. Young bulls dream about bigger names till blue lights flash and the whole block shake. Now everybody run when the sirens blaze. Boom, clap, stop.
when the kick drums land. Whole venue shake like a lapsing plan. Every punchline got impact, slam like iron bats in a biker clash. Fast flow mode, now the lungs ignite. Tongue move rapid in a savage style. Every syllable packed airtight like pressure tanks in a storage site. Like ski mask when the moonlight hit. Eyes too cold on some ruthless ish. Show gang step with militant twist. No weak bars, every sentence crisp. I seen fake bros go switch too quick. Seen fake love or an influencer ish. Seen broke boys get rich then stitch. Cause greed hit hard when the rent too big. DNA burst when the beat line crack. Voice turned dark and the flow snap back. Every line got danger packed like Mac black trucks in a tunnel crash. Whole room tense when a sub bass growl. Heavy boot steps in the underground like masked up crews with aggressive sounds. And years of frustration pouring out.
Still got trauma inside my sleep. Still hear sirens in my dreams. Still got rage I don't show online. Still got ghosts in the back of my mind.
But the booth turned pain into heavyweight tracks. Turn cold nights into combat raps. Now every beat line bend and snap when the blackout energy flood the map. Tick 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 boom, now the tempo twist. Double time tongue on some savage ish. Every rhyme interwoven thick like razor wire around a battleship. No weak spots in the structure built. Every cadence got pressure sealed like military drills in a bunker field. With a hunger too real to conceal. Street side puddles reflect blue lights. Young boys lurk with the school phase vibe. Everybody trapped in a looped up life, trying to get rich before they lose their mind. I stay low when the fake boys bark. Never move loud for attention sparks. Cause I seen too many wolves get scarred from the image. Chasing the reckless chart. 808 pressure make the roof cave in. Whole crowd rage when the lights start dimming. Every verse got dark intentions. Stuff erased out names in the court file system. I still race when the moonlight hit. Still got ghosts in the subconscious. This still got fear I suppress real deep. But the mic turn rage in a masterpiece. Boom 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 stop when the bassline strike. Whole crowd jump when the stage ignite. Every bar got bladed bite. Every rhyme got war zone vibes. Internal patterns all overlap like coded messages in the cyber chat. Every cadence attack like steel toe boots in a biker scrap. Late night shift with the hood pull low. Cold train wind through the corridor. Young no soul with a twisted hope, still trying to climb from the lower floor. I remember nights with the heat cut dead. 3 thick hoodies on the same small bed. Now the same boys who never gave respect wanna claim my name when the streams get big. Fast pace, now the drums go sick. Every breath got 6 full twists. Every line got pressure grip like choke holds in the bass new thick. Middle of the track, now the flow goes savage. Rapid fire tongue with ballistic patterns. Every syllable locked in position like war room codes in a dark transmission. Rep too sharp but the boss stay crisp. Mind go black when the sub bass hit. Every cadence got bomb like this, like propane tanks in a cargo ship. Cold rain drip from the traffic signs. Whole gang move when the stars don't shine. No fake flex when it's wartime vibes. Just blackout rage and a sharpened mind. From the instant the signal cracked open, I flooded the pocket before the air could settle. Every vowel colliding with the next consonant until the rhythm stopped feeling measured and started feeling inevitable. I don't pause to admire the impact, because impact fades the moment you stare at it too long. I'd rather keep stretching the distance between one decision and the next until the gap disappears and the movement feels impossible to interrupt. People waste years rehearsing conversations I never had, while the real opportunity walks straight past them without making a sound. I learned to let action speak before intention grows old, because intention sitting still eventually turns into decoration, and decoration has never carried anything heavier than appearances. I'd rather leave fingerprints on results than signatures on promises. Every fresh page asks a different question, not whether I'm capable, but whether I'm still willing to sharpen what already works. That's where most people stop. Success whispers that the edge is sharp enough. Comfort nods in agreement that little by little the precision fades without anyone noticing. I refuse that trade. If something cuts clean today, I make it cleaner tomorrow. If something feels effortless, I increase the demand before ease turns into rust. The cadence keeps changing its center of gravity. Every phrase tilting the next one into a different angle. Every hidden rhyme slipping beneath the surface instead of standing in front of it. Every transition refusing to echo the previous landing, because repetition without evolution slowly empties the room. I don't repeat momentum, I replace it with something stronger before the previous wave finishes breaking. I watch certainty collapse because it depended on conditions staying comfortable, while adaptability kept growing because it never expected the forecast to stay the same. That's why I travel light. I don't carry fixed expectations, I carry clear priorities. Priorities survive disruption, expectations usually don't. Every difficult stretch quietly exposed another assumption that needed replacing, another habit that had outlived its purpose, another blind spot hiding inside routine. I never take that personally, because correction isn't criticism, it's construction. Every adjustment adds another layer of clarity until decisions stop arguing with themselves and simply move. The flow keeps tightening without choking the energy. Every breath extending the pressure forward. Every sentence pulling another one into motion, never settling into familiar territory long enough for predictability to catch it. If the pattern feels obvious, I bend it. If the rhythm feels safe, I stretch it. If the standard feels reachable, I move it before satisfaction starts building a fence around progress. I don't spend time collecting approval, because approval changes owners too easily. I'd rather collect evidence, one completed task after another, one refined instinct after another, one ordinary day stacked on another, until the ordinary becomes extraordinary through accumulation alone. That's the only transformation I trust, because it doesn't depend
on applause to keep existing.
When the final word lands, it doesn't close a chapter, it creates another expectation, another reason to sharpen the next decision before the next opportunity arrives. Leaving behind a rhythm that never borrowed the strength from volume, only from relentless refinement that refused to stand still long enough for yesterday to become the best version, still standing.
The beat barely touched the air before I was already cutting through it, every breath chained to the next, until the whole verse felt like one continuous surge that never lost its balance. I don't slow down to admire momentum, because momentum disappears the second you stop feeding. So every decision arrives carrying another one behind it. Every adjustment opens another lane, every lane keeps stretching further than the last, without asking whether the road was supposed to exist. Most people hesitate just long enough for opportunity to change direction, then blame timing instead of their own reflection. But timing never promised fairness, it only rewards movement. So I learned to trust preparation over prediction and execution over conversation, because conversations fade the moment another voice gets louder while finished work keeps speaking after the room has emptied. Every difficult season carved another layer into the mindset, stripping away anything that couldn't survive pressure until only the strongest habits remain. And that's when I realized resilience isn't something you discover during easy days, it's something you quietly assemble one disciplined choice at a time while nobody's paying attention. The results look sudden from the outside because nobody counts the repetitions buried underneath them. The cadence keeps evolving before familiarity has a chance to settle in. Every internal rhyme locking into another pattern without circling the same shape twice. Every phrase extending the pressure instead of releasing it. Every transition carrying enough weight to launch the next section forward without letting the energy flatten out. Predictability is comfortable, but comfort has never pushed the ceiling higher. So I keep breaking the pattern before the pattern gets comfortable. Breaking me. Nothing valuable ever arrived where inconvenience every gain demanded another correction, another late adjustment, another ordinary hour invested without guarantees. But guarantees have never built anything worth protecting anyway. I'd rather collect progress through relentless consistency than collect promises that disappear the first time conditions turn difficult. People keep looking for the perfect opportunity while the imperfect one quietly becomes somebody else's advantage. And that's where the distance opens. I don't wait for certainty, because certainty usually arrives after the moment is already passed. I move with conviction, refine while moving, and let precision grow through action instead of letting hesitation disguise itself as careful planning. The pressure keeps increasing, but pressure only exposes the quality of the foundation underneath it. So every challenge becomes another inspection instead of another excuse. If something bends, reinforce it. If something weakens, rebuild it. If something works, improve it again before comfort convinces you to stop. Staying sharp is a decision that has to be made over and over until it becomes impossible to separate from instinct. Every sentence keeps pulling the next one forward. Every breath keeps the rhythm connected. Every idea keeps expanding before it closes, refusing to leave empty space where doubt can settle. That's how momentum survives, not through one loud moment, but through thousands of quiet choices, refusing to loosen their grip. When everything else finally slows down, the work is still moving because it was never powered by excitement in the first place. It was powered by discipline, strong enough to outlast distractions, patience, strong enough to outlast frustration, and focus sharp enough to cut through every obstacle without changing direction, leaving nothing behind except another standard that immediately demands an even higher one. The second the floor started shaking, I answered with momentum instead of volume, letting every syllable lock into the next until the whole verse moved like one continuous strike that never paused to admire itself. Because stopping to celebrate in the middle of the climb is how people lose sight of the peak. I never built my focus around attention, I built it around repetition, so relentless that even silence started sounding productive. Every day throws another variable into the equation, another unexpected delay, another distraction, dressed like an opportunity, another shortcut pretending to save time while quietly stealing direction. And that's why I stop reacting to every flashing light around me. The target stays fixed even when the scenery changes, because changing the destination every time the wind shifts only guarantees you'll spend your life traveling without ever arriving. The rhythm keeps reshaping itself before familiarity gets comfortable. Every phrase leaning into another one without copying its footsteps. Every internal rhyme opening another route underneath the surface instead of announcing itself out loud. I don't want predictable energy, I want momentum that keeps stretching further than expectation, until every new section feels like another gear finding a higher speed instead of another lap around the same circle. People love dramatic beginnings because beginnings are easy to remember, but endings reveal what the beginning was really worth. Anybody can explode for a minute, staying sharp long after excitement disappears is a completely different language. That's the one I chose to learn because endurance outlives intensity. Every single time if intensity never learns how to last, nothing useful ever came from protecting comfort. Comfort always negotiates for one more excuse, one more delay, one more reason to wait until tomorrow feels easier than today. I cut those conversations short before they start. If something needs improving, improve it now. If something needs rebuilding, rebuild it stronger. If something needs removing, don't waste another week pretending it belongs. The flow keeps driving forward without giving hesitation room to settle. Every transition tightening the pressure, every sentence expanding the next one. Every breath invested with purpose instead of decoration. I don't leave empty space, hoping confidence fills it later. Confidence follows execution, not the other way around in execution. Only respects people willing to repeat the work after everyone else has already gone home. Some chase recognition like it's a finish line, but recognition moves with the crowd, and the crowd changes direction faster than the weather. I'd rather invest in standards that stay exactly where I leave them. Standards that demand another improvement tomorrow, even after today's work was enough. That's how progress keeps growing, instead of protecting old victories that no longer move anything forward. By the time the final word lands, there isn't a single loose thread left hanging, because every decision has already reinforced the next one. Every adjustment has already strengthened the movement. Every line has already earned the space it occupies, leaving nothing behind except the rhythm that refused to repeat itself. A mindset that refused to compromise, and a level that immediately demands another one beyond it. Yeah. The moment the beat, no. The moment the bass cracked open, I was already carving through the pocket, like I've been waiting inside the silence the whole time. No wasted breath, no borrowed posture, no empty confidence, dressed up as conviction, just occurring, pulling every sentence until the next, until the rhythm stopped sounding like separate ideas and started feeling like one relentless motion that refused to lose velocity. Most people spend too much time decorating the outcome while ignore the process that decides it, then act surprised when everything falls apart. The second reality starts applying pressure. I learned to value repetition over excitement, because excitement burns hot and disappears, while repetition quietly rewrites sentence until default decisions stop feeling difficult and start feeling automatic. That's the difference nobody noticed until the distance is already too large, too close. I don't carry old versions of myself into new chapters, because they only take up space that improvement needs. Every season demands another adjustment, another refinement, another habit removed before it turns into an anchor. The goal was never to protect what worked yesterday. The goal was to outgrow it before it became comfortable enough to slow tomorrow down. The cadence keeps shifting beneath the surface, every phrase unlock another direction before expectation settles in. Every internal connection tied in the movement without announcing itself. Every transition landing somewhere unexpected, biggest predictable pattern slowly draining energy until the whole thing forgets how to breathe. I refuse to let that happen. If the rhythm starts looking familiar, I rebuild it before familiarity starts collecting interest. Yeah. People often confuse being busy with actually advancing, filling every hour with motion while never questioning whether the motion is pointing anywhere useful. I strip the habit away early. Every action that's to earn its place. Every decision that's to push the objective forward. Every unnecessary step gets cut before it grows comfortable enough to stay. Momentum isn't measured by speed alone, it's measured by how little energy gets wasted moving in the wrong direction. Pressure stopped feeling like an interruption once I realized it was simply another filter separating preparation from performance. It doesn't create weakness, it reveals it. Yeah. That's why I stopped fearing difficult moments and started treating them like inspections, opportunities to discover which parts of the structure still needed strengthening before the next challenge arrived. Carrying even more weight, the flow keeps threading one layer through another. Every sentence extending the tension instead of releasing it. Every breath carrying enough purpose to launch the next without leaving empty space behind. Nothing recycled, nothing leaning on yesterday's formula. Nothing surviving because it happened to work once before. Growth demands replacement, not repetition for its own sake. Yeah. I don't measure success by how loudly people react, because volume has never been a reliable scale. I measure it by whether today's execution stands stronger than yesterday's. Whether the standard keeps rising even after rugged result. Whether discipline still shows up when recognition has already moved somewhere else. Those are the numbers that matter, because they're the ones nobody else can inflate. When the final line lands, it doesn't close the story, it opens another level of expectation. Another reason to sharpen the next decision. Another reminder that progress isn't a destination waiting at the end of the road, but a habit built one deliberate choice after another. Refusing to slow, refusing to settle in, refusing to let yesterday become the strongest version. Still standing. The beat barely touched the air before I was already cutting through it. Every breath chained to the next until the whole verse felt like one continuous surge that never lost its balance. I don't slow down to admire momentum, because momentum disappears the second you stop feeding it. So every decision arrives carrying another one behind it. Every adjustment opens another lane. Every lane keeps stretching further than the last without asking whether the road was supposed to exist. Most people hesitate just long enough for opportunity to change direction, then blame timing instead of their own reflection. But timing never promised fairness, it only rewards movement. So I learned to trust preparation over prediction and execution.
execution over conversation, because conversations fade the moment another voice gets louder while finished work keeps speaking after the room is empty. Every difficult season carved another layer into the mindset, stripping away anything that couldn't survive pressure until only the strongest habits remain. And that's when I realized resilience isn't something you discover during easy days. It's something you quietly assemble, one disciplined choice at a time while nobody's paying attention. The results look sudden from the outside because nobody counts the repetitions buried underneath them. The cadence keeps evolving before familiarity has a chance to settle in. Every internal rhyme locking into another pattern without circling the same shape twice. Every phrase extending the pressure instead of releasing it. Every transition carrying enough weight to launch the next section forward without letting the energy flatten out. Predictability is comfortable, but comfort has never pushed the ceiling higher. So I keep breaking the pattern before the pattern gets comfortable breaking me. Nothing valuable ever arrived where every convenience, every gain demand another correction, another late adjustment, another ordinary hour invested without guarantees. But guarantees have never built anything worth protecting. Anyway, I'd rather collect progress through relentless consistency than collect promises that disappear the first time conditions turn difficult. People keep looking for the perfect opportunity while the imperfect one quietly becomes somebody else's advantage, and that's where the distance opens. I don't wait for certainty because certainty usually arrives after the moment is already passed. I move with conviction, refine while moving, and let precision grow through action instead of letting hesitation disguise itself as careful planning. The pressure keeps increasing, but pressure only exposes the quality of the foundation underneath it. So every challenge becomes another inspection instead of another excuse. If something bends, reinforce it. If something weakens, rebuild it. If something works, improve it again before comfort convinces you to stop. Staying sharp is a decision that has to be made over and over until it becomes impossible to separate from instinct. Every sentence keeps pulling the next one forward. Every breath keeps the rhythm connected. Every idea keeps expanding before it closes, refusing to leave empty space where doubt can settle. That's how momentum survives, not through one loud moment, but through thousands of quiet choices. Refusing to loosen their grip when everything else finally slows down. The work is still moving because it was never powered by excitement in the first place. It was powered by discipline, strong enough to outlast distractions. Patience, strong enough to outlast frustration. And focus sharp enough to cut through every obstacle without changing direction, leaving nothing behind except another standard that immediately demands an even higher one. The beat open, and I step straight through it without leaving room for second guesses. Every breath carrying enough force to pull another sentence into motion, until the whole verse started moving like one continuous current that refused to break apart. I never learned to slow down just because the room needed more time to understand, because understanding always arrives after action, never before it. And I got no interest in standing still, waiting for permission from people who haven't even chosen a direction yet. A lot of voices spend their energy trying to sound convincing, but conviction doesn't come from volume, it comes from repetition. So honest that every decision becomes easier than the excuse trying to replace it. That's why I don't decorate intentions, I test them, reshape them, push them until they either become strong enough to survive or disappear before they waste another day. Weak ideas don't deserve protection, strong ones don't need it. The rhythm keeps changing its balance point before expectation catches it. Every phrase sliding into another angle without retracing familiar ground. Every hit of rhyme tightening the movement underneath, and instead of waiting for attention, I don't build verses that walk in circles. I build momentum that keeps opening fresh space, because the quickest way to lose impact is to become predictable to yourself before anyone else notices. I'll stop asking whether something was difficult, because difficulty has never answered anything useful. Better questions create better outcomes. Is this sharper than yesterday? Is this cleaner than the last attempt? Is this closer to the standard I'm trying to reach? If the answer isn't good enough, the word continue. Simple, no drama, no negotiation, just another revision until the result stops needing an explanation. Every obstacle tried to convince me to slow the pace, but resistance has a habit of revealing exactly where improvement is hiding. The heavier the demand became, the clearer the weak points looked, and instead of avoiding them, I started collecting them, because every flaw discovered early becomes one less problem waiting further ahead. That's an investment most people mistake for inconvenience, yeah. The flow never releases its grip, every sentence feeding another without drop attention. Every transaction creating fresh momentum instead of borrowing old energy. If a pattern starts repeating itself, it gets replaced. If an idea feels too familiar, it gets expanded until it becomes something completely different. Betting on yesterday's success has never interested me. Building tomorrow's standard always has. Nothing lasting has ever been built through convenience alone. Valuable things grow through revision, through uncomfortable honesty, through accepting that improvement often asks you to abandon the version that already feels safe. That's why I never become attached. Completed work completion only means it's time to build something stronger. By the final line, there's nothing left to prove through noise, but the consistency has already done the talking. Every deliberate choice has
than the next one. Every refinement has raised the expectation again, and every step has quietly removed another limit that once looked permanent,
leaving only for emotion and another horizon that immediately demands to be reached.